So what makes the daughter of a steelworker in Rotherham, who believes that state education is to be revolutionised to unlock talent, choose the Tory party and not, perhaps as some people would presume, the Labour Party?
Well, I felt that... So when I was growing up, what I wanted to hear about was where I could get to, you know, what I could make of myself. And I also wanted to hear a really simple message, which was it didn't matter where you were starting. Actually, that wasn't going to define where you could get to or where you'd finish. And for me, it was more the Conservative Party who were talking about that. And that's why in a funny way, why I left Cabinet, because I really feel like that, for me, is what we're all about. It's at the core of it. It's about equality of opportunity. And so I found that a really liberating, powerful thing to hear as a kid, and I really got it as well. And I just thought it was great. I knew that there were some young people maybe getting a better start, they had more advantage, but what I really liked about it was I just thought it doesn't matter, because I can get over that, and actually me doing well is about me, which I think it should be. So no, and so by contrast, I used to listen to Labour and it all seemed really negative and really depressing and all about how difficult things were. And I knew, you know, when I was growing up, it was difficult. You know, my dad was unemployed for a year. But in a way, that was my normal. What I wanted to hear about was where I could get to, what I could do, and what the opportunities were. And that, in the end, was what attracted me much, much more to being a Conservative. And for me, that's still what it's all about.
Is it fair to say, I mean, would it be wrong to characterise that as a bit of a selfish streak, or is that a good thing?
No, I think it's people who change things. So I think when you empower people and really unlock their talents, I don't think that's just good for them. I think it's good for their communities. I think it's good for our country. And so I've always felt our biggest asset is us. It's the British people. So the more you can unleash our talents, the better. And I really don't accept, actually, that we've got to stay being a country where you're growing up or your background or your circumstances, for example, I don't accept that a child who ends up in care has a really different set of prospects ahead of them than one that is lucky like I was to have a really loving, stable family. I don't think that start should determine where you finish. And I want to just put my time into making sure that I play some sort of a role in helping our country change so that for the first time, we're a country where we really do have equality of opportunity.
Very important. To say it's an honour that you've chosen to launch your leadership bid on this show. It's really stirring stuff.